old were you during the war?
I was 2 years old when the war started, and I was 8 years old when the war ended.
Where did you live?
I lived in Hambridge in Chester.
What was it like being a child during the war?
Well, it was, for a child, it was quite exciting because we didn't realise how the dangers. When you're very young, you don't realise the dangers of the war and what's happening to people. So it was sort of for us, it was a sort of a game. And it was, we just accepted it from day to day. That's how it was. It was very strange, really, I suppose, for a child, but very difficult for our parents because they used to worry all the time in case someone dropped a bomb on top of us.
What was it like when the sirens went off?
Well, we were generally in bed when the sirens. Mostly, we were because the bombers used to come over in the dark. So we were mostly in bed. So when the siren went off, my parents, my mum mostly, because my dad maybe was often working in steelworks at night, and mother would scoop us all, get us all out of bed, and there were 7 children, and we had to go down and sit under the stairs, and we had to stay there until the all clear went. After all the bombers had passed over and bombed whatever they were going to bomb, they used to go away, and then another siren went up. That was, they used to call it the all clear. Then you could sort of come out. We could come out from under the stairs. My mother used to make cocoa for us always. I can remember that quite clearly.
What toys did you have to play with during the war?
Right, the toys that we had mostly were toys that were in the house before the war started, because once the war started, they stopped making toys. Everything was precious. They didn't use any metals for anything. So toys we used to make ourselves out of wood, and so any proper toys had been bought before the war started. But we didn't really have proper toys during the whole of the war. We had to improvise everything we did. So, my sisters had dolls, but they were dolls from before the war started.
How long did the air raids go on for?
Well, I don't really know for sure how long they went on, because I remember we used to hear the aircraft going over our houses because they were going to drop bombs on the docks in Liverpool. And but we probably weren't really aware, but probably 2, 3, 4 hours maybe, I'm not sure, depending how many bombers went over. Sometimes there was as many as 100 going over. You know, it's a wonder anything survived at all, but it's hard to say how long, because when you're a child you don't think so much about time, and you know, we'd have maybe fall asleep under the stairs.
Did you see any planes going past in the day?
And they didn't normally come in the daytime. Mostly they used to come at night, but occasionally they did come. And we were coming home. We'd been to church on a Wednesday. I can remember it quite clearly, with my sister Nora, and the alarm went. The siren went to say that there was bombs in the area, coming in the area. And me being a naughty boy, I was hiding under a bush and my sister couldn't find me. She was a bit worried about that. Anyway, eventually she dragged me off and we went over the suspension bridge which crosses the River Dee, and a lady took us into her house then until the all clear signal went. The all clear was another siren at a different tone.